Muy buena, gente. Muy buenas, ahora sí. Vale, es que no me salía la imagen en YouTube. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenidos a Viajes de Games. Mi nombre es David. No sé qué ha pasado. Bueno, últimamente me hace cosas rarísimas todo esto, ¿eh? Bueno, pues nada, vi que os comportasteis, ¿eh? Le disteis un montón de likes. Al primer vídeo os gustó. Así que nada, pues voy a continuar dándole. Me di cuenta que, bueno, jugué poquito, pero lo poco que estuve jugando me dejé algunas cosillas, pasé de largo con algunas otras. Bueno, vamos a intentar, por ejemplo, ir al tendero ese que me lo dejé, porque salté la madera esa, el muro de madera, lo salté. Así que aquí tengo un herrero, aquí a la derecha, ahora iremos, aquí tengo esto, recoger. Aviso mal escrito a la familia del rico que nos ha provocado. Lo hemos capturado y lo mataremos si no nos pagáis de forma generosa. Venid con una saca llena al callejón al sur del distrito de los enemigos, de los almacenes antiguos. Pues no sé. Luego por aquí había algo también para recoger. Aquí. Venga, moneda, poción y munición. Fantástico. Y aquí tenemos el herrero. Venga. La artesanía te permite mejorar armas y armaduras. La ciencia te permite crear pociones y trampas. Ajá. Arma y armadura, la artesanía. Y la ciencia, pociones y trampas. Vale, hostia, me interesa la ciencia entonces, ¿no? Necesitas conocimientos para poder usar el taller. Para obtenerlos, invierte puntos en los talentos deseados. Utiliza ciertas piezas de equipo o compañeros que te otorguen una bonificación. Cada punto de talento desbloqueará fórmulas nuevas. Mira qué bien. Además necesitarás ingredientes que se pueden comprar o encontrar mientras exploras. Vale, lógico. Vale, entonces aquí puedo mejorar el estilete, tío. Ah, mira qué bien. Calidad 36. Pista avanzada. Vale. Y eso... Esto también. La pistola también la puedo mejorar, tío. Sí. Vale, luego puedo mejorar. Trampa. Pero esto no será... Esto será fabricar, ¿no? En todo caso. Objetos de misión. Bebida adulterada. Poción de sueño y tacos metálicos. Vale, no tengo ingredientes. No sé si mejorará algo, porque en teoría encontraré cosas mejores, ¿no? No, no mejora nada. Todavía no he subido de nivel, así que no puedo dar puntos todavía. Vale, aquí ya he estado. Me gustaría ir con el tendero ese. Mira, está ahí, tío. Aquí está la misión. Ah, mira el letrero, tío. Cuartel, taberna, vale. Y por aquí tampoco he estado, tío. Hostia, y hay un marcador. A ver, primero voy con este. Adiós.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of
No sé si leer, tío.
and intensive labor.
¿Leo o qué?
I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true?
Vaya careto, nene.
Miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is.
Me las quitan de las manos. Desenmascara, charlatán.
Well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him?
Habla.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Preguntar sobre efectos secundarios peligrosos. Pedir una demostración. Dejarle en paz.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Pedir una
Will
demostración.
you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
¿Cómo?
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
¿Cómo que robar? ¿Y cómo la robo, tío? La carreta, a ver. ¿Pero qué me tengo que agachar o qué? Hablar, hablar. Aquí solo me sale la opción de hablar. ¿Cómo la robo? Hablar. A ver, la carreta. Ah, coño. Está aquí atrás, ¿no? Espérate. A ver. Aquí está el muro que salté. Vale. Y aquí nos liemos a palos, ¿eh? Aquí, esto. Carta en el tabernero a la sirviente. El alquimista raro de la alianza que alquiló una habitación en el piso arriba nos pidió específicamente que no la limpiáramos durante su estancia. Ese viejo estúpido no querrá que le rompamos algún frasco o algo. Así que déjalo en su pocilga. El cliente siempre tiene la razón. ¿Ah? De coger. Antídoto del charlatán. Ya está, ya lo tengo. Hala. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Vuelvo con él? ¿O me lo tomo? A ver, un segundo. Vale. Que subió el audio. Las voces que noté que se escuchaban muy bajas. Vamos a hablar con él, va.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Mostrarle el remedio que vende.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found.
Vale.
We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Hostia. ¿Y dónde ha ido este tío ahora? A ver. Pues aquí en el mapa no me dice nada, ¿no? Escucha el charlatán. Mostrar en el mapa, no me lo dice. Buenas, Álvaro, ¿qué tal? Buenas, yo este juego he intentado darle oportunidades y al final termino desinstalándolo. A mí me ocurría lo mismo. Me ocurría lo mismo. Pero no sé, yo es que lo veo un buen juego, pero me ocurría exactamente igual. Bueno, ¿y cómo encuentro yo a este tío? O mejor aún, ¿dónde lo busco, tío? Si esto es muy grande, ¿eh? No sé, no tengo ni idea. Aquí ya estaba, había una cosa para recoger. Esto lo he hecho al final, estos también, que salí corriendo. Mira la brújula, según giras suele aparecer indicadores de misión y tal. Sí, pero me sale la misión principal, pero no me sale el tío este. Ah, aquí, ¿no? Ah, vale. Mercader. Ah, hostia, pues tengo un montón, tío. Todas son la misma. Aquí hay un interrogante y aquí, a ver. Hostia, Pedrín. Aquí está su tienda. Mira, ahí hay un marcador. O sea, ¿y este? Un placer volver a verlo. Ah, sí, he hablado contigo. Vender, comprar. Ah, mira, vender. Pues no sé. No, esto no. Pero esto sí. Esto te lo vendo. Son monedas, tío. De bar. Resistencia elemental me da esto. A ti. No, esto no. Espera, espera, espera. ¿Y comprar? A ver. Hostia, Pedrín. $74 monedas tengo, ¿en serio? No puedo comprar nada. Bueno, esto, pero va, ¿para qué? Bueno, esto sería para él, ¿no? Esto sería para el otro, para el Melende. Pero es que me van a dar. Sí, me van a dar armas. No, no quiero comprar. Esto sí mola, tío. Pero no tengo dinero. Nada. A ver. Claro, esto es de otra misión. ¡Hala! A ver si hay algo aquí para rapiñar. Abril. Cerral. Hostia, que hay armas, tío, Uy, 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 uy. A ver, coño. Aquí hay algo. Carta abandonada. Espero que te entreguen esta carta cuando por fin vuelvas al SAT. Al SAT. Si resulta que aún queda alguien vivo que te la pueda dar, ya casi no puedo ver y me resulta difícil escribir. Lo siento, hijo mío. No te puedo dejar mucho. Sin duda los saqueadores ya habrán arrasado con mi preciosa librería. Pero quizá no hayan encontrado el cofre que escondí en casa. Cuídate, hijo mío. Y, si te lo permite el dinero, huye a esa isla mágica que dicen que está libre de todo mal. Tu padre que te quiere. A la que vamos nosotros, ¿no? Vale. Un cofre, Nos han dado una pista, tío. Un cofre. Una casa. Vale. Vamos a hablar con el maquelele este.
Sir Desade, I presume.
Senescal.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Vale. Aquí no puedo. Vale, a ver, yo no encuentro yo el tío este. Y estos marcadores porque son más grandes, tío. Almacenes antiguos. Qué susto me ha pegado el chiparraco este, la madre que lo parió. Ah, aquí tampoco he estado, ¿eh? Espino y hongo yesquero. Tío. Tanto me ha hecho polvo. Moneda, trampa y munición. Trampas tengo yo. No, hombre, no. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? Quita, hombre. Vale, el patio que he estado antes. Moneda, trampa, vale. Y munición. Aquí tengo esto. Vale. No sé, voy a entrar, voy a guardar, tío, no me fío. Misión principal. El escondite del contrabandista asqueroso, pero que te cobramos algo de información útil. ¡Hala! Momento, ¿eh? Ahí. Ese cofre guapo ahí. Pone... ¡Uy! Gabán de marinero. Abel. Ah, mira que bien. Hostia, 24. Equilibrio. Vale, el equilibrio es cuando te meten una galleta y te echan para atrás. Sí, para mí, ¿eh? Esto. Ah, me gusta porque estéticamente, tío. Venga, hola. Hablar con Flavia. Hola, Flavia.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Preguntar sobre el grumete. Preguntar cuando lo veo por última
When
vez.
did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Sobre sus hábitos.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Preguntar sobre sus
Does he know
amigos.
anyone in Sérène?
No one, far as I know.
Joder. Preguntar si tiene enemigos.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Ah,
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
preguntar
What
sobre
do
el
you think
Capitán
about
Vasco.
Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Madre mía.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one
Un
day.
pipiolo.
I
Márchate.
need to be going. Farewell.
Abel. A ver, este. Habla con Lauro. Este es el que se bebe hasta el agua de la maceta.
I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Preguntar sobre el grumete. Pregúntale qué sabe.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were.
Hasta las trancas iba.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Preguntar sobre el estado de ánimo del grumete.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Los secuestradores.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
¿Eh? Preguntar sobre el Capitán
What do you
Vasco.
think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Vale. Aquí es donde es el boss. Aquí es, sí. Espérate. Aquí. Vale, para mí. Vale, hay peso, ¿no? Por lo que veo. Sí. Hola. Uy. No quiero ir todavía aquí. Hostia, el juego no va muy bien, ¿eh? Tengo que subir ahí. No. Voy a ponerlo en alto, tío. Sí. con este. Ay, ay, ay. Habla con el señor de Curcillón.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Preguntar sobre su futuro papel en la
What will
isla.
be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Joder. Vale, ese es el vasco. Y esto, tío. Pero si he estado aquí, ¿no? Mira, acá hay más cosas. Hay un montón de cosas por recoger, ¿eh? Ah, aquí no puedo, tío. Por aquí he pasado antes. Anda que ya me vale, tío. A ver. Si es aquí. O sea, que troleada, ¿no? Es el mismo sitio que he estado antes. Claro, es que tenemos que volver a hablar con esta tía. A
Did I
ver.
trouble you again?
Have you found Jonas?
Not yet, but I haven't given up. About that,
Nah.
I need to be going. Farewell.
¿Por qué me sigue saliendo el marcador aquí? Ah, coño. Diario del contrabandista. Tengo 2 clientes nuevos. Quieren ir al SAT. Los alquileres le pisan los talones. Lo que me va a hacer. Pero si esto lo he leído antes, ¿no? Interroga al contrabandista sobre los herejes. ¿What? Ve a ver a los herejes. ¿Cómo? O sea, me he saltado un paso, ¿no? Almacén, mira, esto es almacén. Oye, ¿y el tío este? Entonces, ¿qué pollas pasa? El de las potis. Yo no me quiero ir sin descubrir dónde está este tío, ¿eh? Mira, más cosas. Oye, que dice que me tengo que disfrazar, tío. Y ya está. Es aquí esto, ¿eh? Zonas controladas por otras facciones. Esta zona la controla una facción distinta a la tuya. Hay algunos lugares a los que tienes prohibido entrar. Un atuendo te permitirá engañar a los guardias. También puedes intentar entrar haciendo uso del sigilo. Pero si te descubre algún guardia se producirá una respuesta violenta y tu reputación con dicha facción se verá afectada. Ah, ¿y cómo cojones consigo yo una vestimenta, tío? Matando a uno de ellos, ¿no? Me imagino, pero tendré que ver cómo van vestidos yo esta gente. Primero, ¿qué? Abril. Ah, amigo. Ah. Espérate, no, hostia. Primero voy a guardar. No sé que me reviente por aquí. Pero escúchame, pero si se me ha visto y no ha reaccionado. ¿Dónde está ahora? Maquelele este. Oye, ¿lo puedo matar así en sigilo? No, no. Ah, hola. No sé. ¿Quién es este tío? Voy arriba, con su permiso, señor. ¡Hala! Acá hay un cofre. Ah, espérate, ¿qué ponía? Vale, forzar cerraduras utilizado. Mira, un tricornio, tío. ¡Oh! No lo puedo equipar directamente. Oye, botella de brandy. Este fuerte alcohol podía conseguir que a cierta persona se le soltara la lengua. ¿O no? Mira que bien. Espérate, voy a poner el tricornio este. Ah, no. Este es mejor. Mira qué guapo que estoy. Y... Vale. Moneda, poción... Ah, esto es lo que necesito, tío. Captando al SAT el alsat. Oye, ¿por aquí me puedo tirar o qué? ¿O me mato? A ver. ¿Dónde está el alsat este? Oye, encima es mejor. Porque eso sí, me quita resistencia elemental y mágica. ¿Y lo otro que era? Hostia, ahora no me acuerdo, tío. Ah, las botas, sí. Esa. Son mejores. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¡Tate! Al cambiarme de ropa, ¿no? Hostia, la cámara, tío, qué mareada, chaval. ¡Al loco! Ese es un Norris ahí. ¡Ole! ¡Hostia puta! Ah, nos han... Mira, un florete. Nos han reconocido como enemigos, ¿no? Hostia. No, ¿qué hace? Quería recogerlo del suelo. Entra. ¿Qué? Otra vez. Hostia, qué troleada, tío. Entra ya, hombre. Haz uso del sigilo y te atacarán. Si te pones ropas del clan que guarda el almacén, no te atacarán. Sí. Pero... O sea, a ver, se supone que ahora no me atacarán cuando intente entrar allí, ¿no? Claro, voy vestido de... Digo yo. Anillo de monje, tío. Hostia, es azul. Ah, esto es para un mago, ¿eh? Oye, tengo que bajar otra vez por ahí, ¿no? Porque saltar aquí como que no. Sí, vámonos. Chulí. Haz uso del sigilo, te atacarán cuando te vean y perderás reputación. Vale, pero vamos a ver. Se supone que no me harán nada ahora, ¿no? Se supone. Pero no veo una mierda. ¡Hala! No hay ni Dios aquí. Hostia, si me atacas, sí. Pues entonces ya iba bien vestido, ¿no? Oye, estoy bajando la reputación aquí, ¿eh? Hostia. Si lleva las mismas ropas no pasará nada. Ya las llevaba, tío. Oye, ¿de dónde ha salido? Oye, ¿dónde está mi compañero, tío? A ver, me estoy pegando una liada. Mira, nivel 2, cuando he muerto. Me estoy pegando una liada que no hay Dios que se entere. A ver, si ya iba vestido con la ropa de ellos. Entonces, ¿para qué cojones me lían? A ver. Vamos a entrar. A ver, el maquelele que está aquí, ¿vale? ¿Ves? No reacciona. Pues entonces ¿para qué me tengo que cambiar yo de ropa? Si ya voy bien. A ver, ¿ves? Forzar cerradura nivel 1. Sí, sí. Esto para mí. No, no me voy a cambiar de ropa ahora, ¿no? La voy a volver a liar. Ala. Ya está. ¿Vale? Aquí no ha pasado nada. Ala. Nos vamos. Oye, el candemore ese de las potis hay que encontrarlo, ¿eh? A ver, voy a pasar otra vez por si acaso. Están discutiendo aquí. No hay nadie ahí. A ver, voy a guardar otra vez. Venga. Llevo la misma ropa, no pasa nada, sí. ¡Hala! Oye, igual si hablo con la gente. Es un buen día. Igualmente, hombre. Completar misiones. En GreedFall las misiones se pueden completar de varias formas. Desardet dispone de numerosos recursos. La astucia, la persuasión, la intuición, la corrupción y la fabricación de objetos en el taller. Son algunos de los medios posibles para cumplir tus objetivos. Para mejorar en dichos ámbitos, invierte puntos en el árbol de talento correspondiente o lleva equipo que otorgue bonificaciones. Las amenazas y el combate también son opciones válidas cuando los adversarios no se muestran receptivos a tus talentos. Sí, como última opción, ¿no? Digo yo. ¡Hala!
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
O sea, espera, a ver. Preguntar por Constantin.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Bajarle. Hombre, voy a mirar si puedo arreglarlo, ¿no? Repara los daños. No pagar ahora.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
El grumete que ha desaparecido. Pregunta por el secuestro.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Hablar sobre los posibles testigos.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Ah, o sea que está aquí todavía. Su negocio.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
La malhechor.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
Tirfridi.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfridi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off.
Pues no es ninguna alucinación. A ver.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Vale, y ahora voy a tener que construir en, claro, en el herrero, ¿no? Me imagino. Mira, tacos metálicos. Vale, 2 de 4. ¿O no? Bueno, míralo. Míralo.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Preguntar sobre su carrera como profesor.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Obsesión de Sahin.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them. I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Hostia. Ayudar a salir de la ciudad.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Hostia. Salir de la taberna de forma... Uf. No sé yo. Carta de un alquimista de Alsat. Me entristece enormemente saber que no ha encontrado la paz que esperaba en Sérène desde su partida de la academia. La situación es deplorable. Aquellos a los que acusó ahora se comportan como si las reglas no se aplicaran a ellos y realizan múltiples experimentos cuestionables. Y no hay nada que podamos hacer al resto excepto intentar pasar desapercibidos. Espero de verdad que acabe encontrando un lugar en el que pueda estar en paz, su amigo. Me faltan 2 piezas para poder reparar los muebles, tío. Bueno, también es cierto que no lo he explorado todo. Hola. ¿Que hay unas llaves? Llaves del almacén del tabernero. Ah, que al igual tengo que salir por otro sitio, ¿no? Pero entonces, ¿qué pasa? ¿No puedo reparar los destrozos o qué? Puerta cerradura. Moneda, trampa, poción, mineral, tricornio usado, tío. Pues ya está, que no hay nada más. Aquí no puedo. Hostia, Pedri. A ver, ¿y ahora qué va a pasar, tío? A ver, voy a guardar. Nada.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
¿Eh? Mira, los otros 2, tío. Llave del tabernero.
The key to the tavern.
Ahora puedo repararlo. Aquí. O aquí.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Ala. ¿Qué? ¿Hablo con él o qué? Monedas de oro. Hostia. Hablar con el párroco. Mira, el que juega.
I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No.
Eres un
Have no fear
testigo.
about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
I've played with the three of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Preguntar qué ocurrió aquella noche.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Pedir más información sobre el hombre rico.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens
What?
that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Toleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
Señora, hay una
This
señora
man is
escuchando
completely
detrás.
owned by his love for the game.
Hola.
Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Hostia. Moneda 7, vale. Anda que te da mucho oro, ¿sabes?
Hello, sir.
Que hay una puerta. Bueno. Hostia, Pedrín. Soy un vampiro. No hay nada, ¿no? Aquí. No. ¿Qué pasa? Pasa, hombre. No hay nada, tío. Vale.
Well then, were you able to repair it?
Sí, señor.
Yes. Just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
No. Ya está.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Hasta luego, loca. Vale. Ciudadano enfadado.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of gold for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
No tengo, tío. Mencionaron efecto secundario horrible. Ah, no, sí tengo, pero... Un 1 rojo, ¿eso qué significa? ¿Reputación -1 o qué? Oh, chaval. No, no, que voy a utilizar la intuición, pero no tengo. Hostia, no sé qué hacer. No tengo. Ofrecer una compensación, ¿en serio, tío? Anda, hombre.
Citizens, in my capacity as legate of the congregation, I order you to disperse.
Disperse? It's that thief you should be arresting. You hear me, everyone? The powerful are behind this charlatan. They want us to leave.
We'll have nothing of it. Arm yourselves.
No. ¿En serio? No veo, tío. ¡Hijo de puta! Pero escúchame, pero ahora, hombre. Ay, ay.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Hostia puta. Bueno, mira, todo eso he subido de nivel, ¿eh? Vale, florete. Buah, me lo miro todo. Hostia, pero era necesario todo esto, tío. ¿Cómo lo ve, señora? Ah, peor para usted. Vale. ¿Qué hago? Hablo con él, ¿no? Ah, no, ¿qué hago?
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I've gotten rid of the mob.
Bravo. You don't go about things in a roundabout manner.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Sérène immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
Espero que
I
esto...
remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Espero que esto... a la larga me salga a cuenta, porque... Joder, yo creo que el precio ha sido muy caro. Lo llego a saber. Lo llego a saber y lo encarcelo, tío.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Habla de
I tracked
charlatán.
down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Sérène is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Enfrentarte a él por su mentira.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
Y...
And you to a legate of the congregation of merchants that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist at the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Hostia, tío.
Lord de Sade.
Ah, me ha salido todo mal aquí, ¿eh? Aunque bueno, bueno, ya se intuía que era un moscardón. Pero bueno, da igual. Descubre dónde encontrar a Constantín. Bueno, a ver, primero voy a curar. A ver, vamos a subir de nivel, ¿no? Ah, no tengo ningún punto, ¿en serio? Ni de talento ni nada. Punto, aquí sí. A ver. Armas blancas de una mano. No, ¿qué dices, loco? Trampas. Permite colocar mezclas alquímicas en el suelo que explotan cuando se acerca el enemigo. Inflige daño a todos los enemigos al alcance. Hombre, esta me gusta, ¿eh? Pero esta ya la tengo, ¿no? Permite colocar trampas en el suelo al instante mientras esquiva. Ah, no. Hostia. ¿Y esta? Vale, esta la tengo aprendida. Vale, estas no. Armas de fuego infligen más daño. No. Mientras esquivas. No sé si vale la pena esto. Supongo que sí, ¿no? De todas formas... No, ¿cómo cojones era? Así, ¿no? Trampa elemental. Trampa de veneno. Esta la voy a poner aquí. Sí. Y ahora me voy a mirar el equipamiento. Joder. Qué mejor este, tío. Sí. Ahora, pues si me pongo esto, ¿qué va a pasar? Esto sí. Aquí estamos en la misma. Si me pongo esto... Oye, que puedo llevar capa también, ¿no? Nada, vámonos. Podría vender cosas, ¿no? Pero... Sí.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure. Have you seen it?
Ahí está, ¿no? No, eso no.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
¿Eh? ¿Cómo? Aquí he entrado antes. No hay nada. Espino y cuero. Espino. Me río. Constantin.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Vale, libera a Constantin. Vale, a ver, antes de entrar. Trampa, vale. Por aquí puedo bajar, tío. A ver. Detección de enemigos. Cuando el jugador está en modo sigilo cerca de enemigos, le aparecerá un indicador de detección sobre la cabeza. Si detectan tu presencia, el indicador se llenará hasta que te consideren un peligro, lo que desencadenará el combate. El indicador tiene dos estados, sospechoso y detectado en rojo. Vale, pero... Hostia, no sé, tío. Ahí no puedo entrar aquí. No. Vale, pues o bajo por aquí o bajo por aquí. Aquí, sí, aquí puedo entrar y aquí también. Vale. A ver, voy a guardar, ¿vale? Suele haber vías alternativas para misiones. Sí, ya me he dado cuenta. Destruir. ¿Cómo? No, hombre, ¿qué dices, loco? Está bloqueado. Hostia, ¿en serio? No ves, si la destruyó se va a enterar todo Dios aquí, ¿no? Ah, pues no tengo. Vale. Pues solo puedo pasar por aquí, tío. Escalar. Ah, hostia, que hay dos, A ver. Ah, por aquí me van a ver, eso seguro. ¿Lo puedo matar en sigilo? No, no. Sí. Pero este ataca también o no. Bueno, ahora ya no. Vía rápida. Ahí, Blutegel. Eres un crack. Todo para mí. Vale, y ahora digo yo. Si ahora me pusiera la ropa de esta peña. ¿No? ¿O qué? El sigilo, chaval. ¿Qué os parece? Mi sigilo. Mola, Si no recuerdo mal, con habilidad para abrir puertas y cofres podías abrir esa puerta, la que está bajando. Oh. Sí, pero no lo tengo. Tengo la de abrir puertas, pero... ¡Hala! Hostia. Munición, vale. Forzar. Monedas, poción, munición. Poción de furia. Vale. Joder, puedo subir y bajar, tío. Ah, él está abajo, ¿no? Nos ha dicho antes. De coger. Llave de la celda de Constantín. Ah, mira qué bien. Oye, pero hay más enemigos. No me lo creo. Hostia, hay un cuchillo carnicero ahí, tío. Forzarte. Ay, usar llave, tío. Ya me vale. Seré monger.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I'll do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment.
Hacen vampiros, tío.
Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Vale.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have...
Equipo de los compañeros. Selecciona a Constantín de la pantalla de inventario para que para Constantín con su atuendo jugón. Ah, vale.
Love to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Coño, no guantes azules lleva el melende. Lleva cosas mejoradas este tío, ¿eh? Oye, que vuelta a subir. Arma blanca de una mano. Más daño. Vale, ¿y esta? Sí, me voy a seguir centrando en las... las bombas. A ver, porque esa espada me vendría bien a mí, ¿no? Ah, que no puedo. Claro, agilidad. Me pide agilidad, tío. Ya está. Vámonos. Aquí queda explorar todavía, ¿eh? Abajo había unas escaleras. Aquí. Pociones te dan un montón, tío. Vale, sí. Son las puertas de antes. Llave de criminales. Vale. Vale. Solo había esos enemigos, tío. Qué raro, ¿no? Un poco raro. Dile al capitán que todo está listo. Oye, ¿y por aquí? No, aquí ya he estado, sí. Vale, por aquí bajábamos, vale. Por aquí no puedo pasar. Oye, pues yo creo que viene lo del boss ya, ¿eh? Sí, creo que sí, ¿eh? Entonces... A ver, vamos a ver las cosas, ¿eh? Trampa. Trampa hemos dicho que para la cruceta para la derecha y para abajo. Potis. Vale. Joder. Ala.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Espera. One moment. Me queda esto, tío. No puedo irme todavía. Pero escúchame, pero... ¡Hostia! Claro, claro, aquí es donde no he estado, ¿eh? Vale. Hostia, el loro, tío. Ole. Desbloquear.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Ah, tengo la llave.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry
Seré
about
monk,
me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Vale, pues vestido como ellos, ¿no? Hostia, nene. Vale, esto es donde ha estado. ¿Y por qué he venido antes aquí y no he seguido por aquí? No lo entiendo. Seré monk, ¿eh? ¿Pero por qué no se escapan estos? Ah, espérate, espérate.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties.
Ah, ya está. Abre, condenado.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the
El
smugglers...
iluminado te va a salvar, sí.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Sérène, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Preguntar sobre la posibilidad de llegar a un acuerdo con Telén.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are
Hostia,
after.
fijaos en la diferencia de modelado que hay entre el tío y la tía. Es abismal, tío. Su plan de huida.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the
Sin que el del tío sea para tirar cohetes,
Our
claro.
research won't
Pero
interest
fijaos.
the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt
Qué
it.
bestia, ¿no?
But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Investigación.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of St. Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Proponerles hablar con el embajador de la Alianza del Puente. Claro, lo que pasa es que he bajado la reputación. Deja que se marche.
But I cannot do much else to help you. Your smuggler is locked up. Maybe there are others in his band that can help you. Be careful and discreet, and you will survive.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a just man. May the illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
Ala, si me dejáis pasar, nos vamos. Ahí está.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Volver directamente, sí. Oye, eso está bien, ¿eh? Que puedas venir directamente, no marearte. Que si ahora pasa por aquí, que se ahora pasa por allí.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Informa sobre la vida de los herejes.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Se siente.
How could that possibly have happened?
Mentir o contarle la verdad. Mentir.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of
Ahí
the Bridge
está.
Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them.
Sí, muy lamentable.
It is truly
Son
regrettable.
muy malos.
We have nothing else to do but pray that the luminous
Ahí está,
might
el
shield
iluminado.
us from their
El iluminado
lies.
nos va a ayudar. Venga, caza herética, reputación +1. Por
I must be
mentir.
going. Farewell, Excellency.
Ala,
May the light
que la
guide
luz.
you, de Sardet.
Ahí está. El iluminado y la luz. Venga, Illuminati. Me voy. Me voy. A ver. Ahora, hostia, ahora no sale esto otra vez. A ver. Casa, encuentra y enfréntate a los secuestradores. ¿Cómo? Hola. Hostia. Espera. Oye, pues sí que hay cosas que hacer aquí en la primera zona, ¿no? ¡Hala!
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Escucha la cara de limón agrio que me tiene. Ah, ¿puedo subir ahora? Vale. Qué guapo todo. Casa de la familia Fontaine. ¡Hala!
Oh, I know you. I've
Buah,
seen you at
no, la
court.
cara de víbora que me
You
tiene.
are Lord de Sarde. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with
Eres
your
mala.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a
Iba a decir
missing
una frase que se dice mucho en Aquí no hay quien viva,
She had
pero...
an argument with your
¿No,
husband
¿Aquí no hay quien
before
viva? ¿Se llama?
being
Sí.
I see.
Pero me la
I'm
ahorro.
afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken.
Eres mala y...
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We
Sí.
got our son back.
Gracias a mí. Hablar sobre el altercado de la taberna.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Preguntar por qué se llevaron a los nautas a su hijo.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
Se la ve muy afectada, ¿eh?
That a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like
Sí.
some fear-inducing
Aprende
story.
más sobre los contados de los
Lords
nautas.
wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
Vaya, hombre.
With respect, my lady.
Ala. No esconde nada, ¿no? Aquí, señora. No, no. Vale. Aprende más sobre los nautas, pero aquí ya no hay nada más.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Nos vamos. ¿Estoy preparado para la vida moderna? No lo sé. Pero nos vamos. Hola. ¿Me deja pasar, señora? Gracias. Señor. Mira, pues este es el que se bebía hasta el agua de la maceta. Borracho, borrachín. Creo que viene el boss ya, ¿eh? Ahora sí, ¿eh? Voy a ir al servicio. No aguanto más ya. Voy a guardar, gente, y ya vengo. Y no es ninguna broma, ¿eh? Tengo que ir al servicio, pero ya, gente, ya vengo. Y creo que viene el boss, creo, ¿eh? Vamos para allá. ¡Hala! ¡Hola, locas!
So,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do.
Hostia, todavía, tío. Indagar sobre la señora
I
Fontaine.
spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Sérène. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Joder. En serio, tío. En serio.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to
Hostia
help us?
puta. No me puedo ir, tío. Ah, está aquí mismo, ¿no?
How I would like my father to be
Sí.
implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on.
Ah, tú, Makalele.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see
Sí.
you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsillon. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsillon. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
El contrato de los nautas y los Fontaine.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange.
Joder.
From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards.
Yeah.
But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel
Madre
it in
mía,
its
tío.
coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Ah, vamos a tener que hablar con ella, ¿no? Hostia puta, yo pensaba que ya estaba esto, tío. ¿Es por aquí? Sí. Ah, espérate. Aquí.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Nota a la atención de la sirvienta. Me gustaría que preparara varias comidas y las llevara a los almacenes que tenemos en el canal. Mi marido tendrá que trabajar unos días allí con su ayudante y sus hombres. Así que asegúrese de que hay suficiente comida para todos. Y sea discreta, no queremos que otras familias se enteren de lo que está pasando.
That would be a great place to hide.
¿Pero hablamos con ella o qué?
I need to be going.
La sirvienta, vale. Entonces ella no estará, ¿no? ¿Qué? Sí, sí está.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry.
If you would be so kind.
Ah, vale, no puedo hacer nada. Hola, vámonos. Vale, ¿dónde está eso? Aquí. Voy a guardar, tío.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
¿Ah? Bueno. ¡Hala! ¿Hay alguien? No hay nadie, ¿no? A menos arriba. Abajo no lo ve. No hay nada aquí, ¿no? No.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Hostia, 50%, tío. No. Hablarle de ordenarse. A ver.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well.
Ole.
Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or
Llave
another.
del sótano.
Farewell.
¡Hala! No he tenido que hacer nada, tío.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Vale. ¡Hala! Eres libre. ¿Para qué leerle?
you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Ahora sí. Ah, coño. Pues si no tengo... Pues si no puedo entrar por la puerta, ¿no? Vale. Ya está. Hala. Vale, no tengo que hablar con la tía esta, ¿no? Ahora no. No. Por aquí no voy bien. No. No. Ahora sí. Voy a guardar. Oye, dejadme hacer un repaso al equipamiento, tío. Ahora sí me puedo poner esto, ¿no? No pasa nada, ¿no? Vale.
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Pedir ayuda con la mercancía. Nivel 4, ole.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Sérène leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
Listen here, I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster is more stubborn than the tide. He's convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring who knows what aboard. And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over the registered merchandise before they're loaded up. All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's manifest. If you manage to get them into the warehouse, they'll find their way into the ship's hold. And with the manifest, the crazy Gustavo won't see nothing but smoke. Please try and avoid roughing up those brave guards. They are my fellow Norts, after all.
Desastre de la... Hostia. Ah, ya está, ¿no? ¿Cómo? ¿Informa a los portadores? A los porteadores. Hostia. Qué susto me ha pegado, tío. Punto de habilidad. Vale. No. Vale, da igual. Vale, ¿esto qué hace? Nada. Voy a meterle a la pistola. Mira, un punto de atributo. Vale, daño. Voluntad, tío. Constitucional. Fuerza, agilidad, poder mental. Talento nada, ¿no? Nah, eso no. Esta. Sí. ¿Dónde están, tío? No, para acá. ¿Pero qué cojones? Estoy pegando una liada, tío.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
¡Hala! Reputación.
Sir?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order,
nada.
Now is the time.
Ya está.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager
Follow
to
me.
discover
Follow me. Follow me.
my isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic
haces?
as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Norts are strange, but not idiots.
The beast has awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
¡Ay, tu puta vida! ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡Está loca! Me he curado, me estaba curando, tío. Me estaba tomando una poti. Es fácil, tío. ¿Cómo me puede haber matado este monger? Madre mía. No es que vaya de sobrado, ¿eh? Ya sabéis que eso no va conmigo, pero es lento, no sé. Ah, ¿qué es yo? Vamos. Se puede saltar, sí. ¡Ay, ay! Salta hacia él. ¡Ah! Y con la izquierda.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Ah, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Ah, las trampas no las puedo recoger, sí, ¿no? Sí. Hola, bicho. Vale. A ver. ¿Hay nada aquí para recoger? Sí, ¿no? ¿O no? Aquí no he estado, tío.
Gentlemen.
¿Ah?
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Congratulations, lads! Wear anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a win!
Muy bien. Sí, la pausa táctica también es interesante, ¿eh? Sobre todo cuando se complique el juego, me imagino que vendrá de puta madre. 1200 de experiencia, nivel 5.
What a charming welcoming courtesy. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along, don't trouble the Naughts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Ah, que se une a nosotros, ¿no? Hostia. Vale. Compañeros en el equipo. Ah, que solo puedo llevar a uno de ellos. No. Vale. Bueno, he vuelto a subir, nivel 5. Vale, gente, pues esto se va a quedar aquí. Hemos llegado. ¿Cómo se llama esto? ¿Fritri o Fritupi o Fritipoki? Ah, Nueva Sérène. ¿Cómo que Nueva Sérène? ¿Perdona? ¿Ah? Nueva Sérène, sí, tío. Vale. Pues eso, hemos llegado. Ya está, quería hacer el boss, gente. Pensaba que llegaría más pronto, pero bueno. nada, pues os digo lo mismo que os dije en el primer vídeo. Si le dais amor al vídeo y veo que os gusta y le dais un montón de likes ahí, como si no hubiera un mañana, seguiremos, gente. Espero que os haya gustado. A menos hoy hemos hecho un poquito más de cosas y creo que no me he dejado nada. Creo que he intentado hacerlo todo en el primer punto. Y bueno, digo lo mismo que dije ayer. Sigue sin entusiasmarme, sigue sin, no sé, le veo muchas carencias, pero sí es cierto que me gusta un pelín más, un pelín. Así que nada, también os digo que lo que viene ahora no lo he visto, ¿vale? Porque el boss sí que lo había hecho y ya esto ya no lo he jugado, o sea, no hice absolutamente nada cuando lo jugué en Xbox, así que lo que viene ahora no tengo ni idea, no sé dónde tengo que ir ni nada, pero bueno, en fin, tampoco me acordaba al principio de todo lo que venía. Espero que os haya gustado, gente, gracias por el apoyo, nos vemos, nos seguimos viendo en futuros vídeos. Cuidaros, chao, chao.